Story number 2 reported by WPDE ABC 15 News. Okay, here's another one. Makes you shake your head. So back in 1939, Walt Disney was presented with an award that consisted of one large Oscar and 7 small Oscars, and it was for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and it was at the 11th Annual Academy Awards. And here's a picture of Walt Disney getting the awards. You got that, Joel? There he is there. That's Shirley Temple, the child actress, and they gave him that big Oscar with the 7 little ones. That was in 1939. Now, as you can imagine, that's a big deal in Disney lore, right? In Disney history. And so recently, the Walt Disney World Twitter account, they posted a message on Twitter in honor of that event, and they ended up getting a lot of heat over it, and they ended up deleting it. And so my question for you, Guns, what was so controversial about that Twitter post?
So, oh God. So they reposted the old school photo. I mean, I can't. I don't even know what to say with that.
Okay,
What could they possibly? I mean, did they write something terrible? Oh, did it not include? I don't know. I do not know the answer to this. I can't even be funny and come up with something. I don't know. What would they possibly have done? If was it not Walt? Was it something terrible?
The key is the year. So here is the Twitter post. Put up the Twitter post, Joel. They wrote 1939 was a vibe, hashtag happy place, completely forgetting that Nazi Germany.
Oh my God.
Nazi Germany invaded Poland that year. That was the beginning of World War II. And they posted 1939 was a vibe, hashtag happy place.
That's not a good look. Not a good. That would be a deletion by Twitter, by Disney right there. So rightfully so. That'll do it. 1939, probably good amount. Probably, let's just wipe a lot of those years. Not great. Don't want to reference anything positive happening throughout those years. Disney.
I'm guessing the social media manager is probably like a young person, and they probably don't know history that well. But couldn't you at least Google it first? Google 1939 and see what comes up. You know what I'm saying?
That's rough. I don't think they deliberately. Whoever that social media manager is, probably like 25 or something. Clearly didn't go out of their way to I'm going to piss off everybody right now.
Right.
Probably didn't want to do that. But case in point, never do that. Anybody watching?
It's unbelievable, especially hashtag happy place. 1939 hashtag happy place.
Not great.
So, do you think that Disney World is the happiest place on earth? And if not, what place do you think is?
Disney, I always have a good time at Disney. I think Disney, I went so many times, and every time I'm in Los Angeles, I go to Disneyland, which isn't as good as Disney World. But now that Disney World is fun. I mean, it's just it's a great time for sure. Is it the happiest place on earth? I probably no, not anymore. I don't think. Even the Star Wars world. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I was not overly impressed by Star Wars by the Star Wars world there.
I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that.
It's kind of very overrated, and you wait forever, and it's just like, what did I just do? I was very not impressed by it. What is that? But I'm kind of for that kind of thing. It's just
Given the stories that you've told me today about the liquor store and the grocery store.
Yeah, what do you think it involves? It involves I love Yankee Stadium. Yankee Stadium to me is like my shrine. I'm a diehard Yankee fan. And so I went to so many games for Aaron Judge to hit 59 and 1661 this year. And it took him so long to do it. But I was there every time, and every single time I went wild when he was getting up there and spent way too much money on the tall boys. The 24-ounce Bud Lights that cost $16 a pop. And I was like, oh God. And of course you have to have 3 every single. Yeah, it was. Yeah, so I would say Yankee. I have so much fun at Yankee Stadium. Big Notre Dame fan too. I think Notre Dame Stadium is awesome, and walking out of that tunnel is probably amazing. But as far as actually visiting, nah, man. All you need is good people, good music, and just kicking it. I don't need to drop $300 for a day ticket at Disney World.
Yankee Stadium is actually a good answer. That's a good, especially being a New York guy. Yankee Stadium is a good answer. All right, it is time for story number 1 already. Final story of the day reported by Diario AS. Check this one out. So the World Cup is going on right now, and not all of the games are being broadcast for free in every country. Some of them you have to pay as you go. Mm-hmm. So recently, more than 40,000 people in France decided to watch a pirated stream of a game for free.
Okay.
there was a problem. And so, Guns, my question for you is, what do you think happened?
Well, not like I ever would, but I do know sometimes I've been told that pirated streams sometimes either go to other broadcasts or definitely time out. And then you have to find another stream. I know they get crushed all the time. These the stream links, they get shut down left and right. Like there's active people out there that go. So I can see 40,000 people just waiting for it. And my hope is just to keep in the kind of the direction that we're going here, or at least the overall tone of the Gun Show appearance with you is I hope it happened right when there was like a breakaway and they were going to go score and then the thing just went dead. And we had 40,000 pissed off French people.
That's a good answer.
I hope that's
a good answer. So the people
you're just like, oh my God, right there. Like, what happened?
Well, check this out. So the people watching, they thought they were watching a poor quality stream because it wasn't the greatest quality. In reality, they were watching a game from the FIFA 23 video game.
Oh my God.
And here's a screenshot of what they saw. This is what these people were actually watching. They thought they were watching Germany against Japan. They were watching FIFA 23. And apparently this has become a common thing. Streamers are making hundreds of dollars per stream in ad revenue by duping people into thinking that they're watching the actual game, and they're watching a video game. That's what they're watching.
That's one of those things that you're just like, you have some people that are probably absolutely furious that are trying to track down those people and be like, what, you just ruined my evidence? But then there's other people that, like, if you get duped like that, you just have to be like, yo, you win. Like, props and like fist pump. But on the flip side, it's a World Cup. It happens, like it's not like it's a monthly thing. I mean, people live and die. People will be dead before the next World Cup. People die because it's not, that's what happens. People wait their whole lives for a moment like that for them to get this far in or whatever it might be. And then you can't make it up.
But seriously, how stupid do you have to be? How do you not know when you see that is a video game?
But maybe it's maybe they didn't get the new 62-inch H5G.
maybe
maybe they're not used to really great broadcasts over there. Yeah,
right.
Maybe they're still using those box televisions like I had in New York, in my hotel, Pennsylvania, just a couple years ago. I thought, how does everybody not have a flat screen in New York City at a hotel? And I'm using something where I need to turn a knob.
But the games are always glitchy. Like the video games are always glitchy. Don't you think they'd be watching? They go, did that guy just like his leg just came off his body? You know what I mean?
You know what? They're probably drinking 40,000 of them, and their screen was probably so far away that they're just like, yeah, I love that story though.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I click the subscribe button. You really should too. If you like videos about real news stories that are funny, stupid, or weird, subscribe now.